YouTube, my name is Mesa Sean, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. Alright folks, time for an obligatory build guide. I've been having a good old time making these ultimate, best builds, whatever you want to call them. I'm calling this one a really fun build for the Sunbreaker, which is weird because ever since I've been playing with the Sentinel Titan and using the Ward of Dawn and the Doomfang Pauldrons, a link to that video will be annotated on screen and in the description, plug. I really haven't been playing on my Sunbreaker. And when it comes to the Sunbreaker, I always was, well, what was I? I was going top tree Sunbreaker, which is Code of the Fireforged, which makes sense. I mean, it's really fun in PvP, it's really fun in PvE, but I do play more PvE activities, and yeah, you do have melting point on top tree Sunbreaker, but yeah, we're going to talk about Code of the Siegebreaker, the bottom tree. We're going to combine it with some regular mods, some enhanced mods, some artifact mods, and also an exotic. If you enjoyed this video, a like rating really does help out the channel, but more importantly, hit that subscribe button because that helps out even more. Alright folks, let's get into it. I was chatting with OzRabbit, one of our channel members, in the channel member Discord. If you'd like to become a channel member, click the link in the description. Another plug, sorry guys. We were chatting about builds, and he was having a lot of fun with the bottom tree Sunbreaker. However, he was using Kepri's Horn, where the main perk is Solar Rampart. Solar damage kills recharge your barricade, which unleashes a blast of solar energy when summoned. Then I tried it with the Hollowfire Heart. Now this used to be my go-to exotic for Sunbreaker, and it's still really good. Sunfire Furnace improves the recharge rate of your solar abilities, greatly improves the recharge rate while your super is charged. When you complete the Shadowkeep campaign on your Titan, you get the Phoenix Cradle exotic boots. Now the main perk is Beacons of Empowerment. Sun Warrior will last twice as long, and allies who pass through sunspots are granted Sun Warrior. Well, what are sunspots and what is Sun Warrior? And we're going to break that down because, guys, I know you make fun of me when I go through all this stuff in detail, but you have no idea how many people that are brand new to Destiny 2 that I see in the comment section. So we're going to get into it. And I will give you a quick trigger warning. You will see some 450 round per minute auto rifle gameplay. I don't care what people say, I still love them. I love my Tiger Spite with ricochet rounds, Outlaw kill clip, and range masterwork, and I even love the Bray Tech Werewolf. In fact, I got so lucky on my second turn in of candy and whatever materials you give in, I got the Bray Tech Werewolf with Outlaw and kill clip. Yes, I know it doesn't have multi-kill clip and you cannot get that from random rolls, but I love this thing more than the masterwork version that you get when you buy all the masks. So the crux of this build is going to be a couple of things. It's going to give us a 20% damage buff, and I know that doesn't seem like much because there are other things that can give you, well, 30 up to 35%, but when you're like me on the moon and no one else is around and you're trying to take on a Vex invasion, well, that 20% will help. And no, I don't feel like playing on my Sentinel right now and popping a Ward of Dawn. I'm having fun constantly making these sunspots, and I want to throw lots and lots of hammers. And that's one of the cool things about this build is if you set it up right, you can get lots of sunspots. And as you can see, I'm standing in the sunspot and I'm throwing way more hammers than I would if I was on the top tree Code of the Fireforged. Let's talk about the subclass build. Now, with regards to grenades, first you have Fusion Grenade, an explosive grenade that attaches to enemies. I would not recommend this because to get the sunspot to proc, well, you need to get a kill with it. I would recommend the Thermite Grenade, a grenade that sends forward a burning line of fire. Then you have the Incendiary Grenade, a grenade that sets enemies on fire when it explodes. I like the Thermite Grenade because you throw it down on the ground and then they walk into it and they burn and they die. In terms of the barricades, that's completely up to you. However, we're going to combine that with some mods or some enhanced mods, if you have them, I have them, to get our grenades and also some of our abilities back quicker. For the new folks, we're going to go over the subclass, and then we're going to combine it all with the exotic and also all the different mods we're going to throw on. So we have Mortar Blast, okay? Strike an enemy with this melee ability to release a solar explosion, setting nearby enemies on fire. Now, depending on the rank and file enemies or the health of the enemy, if you set them on fire, they will die, and that will create you what's called a sunspot. Then we have Soul Invictus. So this can get you out of a pickle and also will create some deadly sunspots. So solar ability kills will restore your health. So if you're low on health and you get a kill with either a grenade or a charged melee, you're going to get your health back. Then grenade and melee ability kills leave a deadly sunspot in their wake. Now they say deadly because that sunspot will sit there, and if they walk into them, they will start burning. Then we have Sun Warrior. So passing through the sunspot will cause your grenade and melee abilities to recharge faster, but also your super to last longer, and it also will increase all of the damage you do, all of it. And it's going to buff it by 20%. I don't believe it got changed with any of the recent patches. Now, with the exotic boots, which we'll go over in a second, that's going to not only apply to you, but also your allies. Then we have Endless Siege, where hammers create a sunspot on impact. And if you're running with the team, well, that's some support right there, because as your allies run through the sunspot with those exotics, well, they're going to get a buff and also some increased damage. But also while standing in the sunspot, you throw more hammers. But also back with Sun Warrior also allows your super to last longer. Lots of hammers. So let's remove that SCUF overlay there so you can see the bottom left-hand side of your screen. Now, you're going to see my abilities charging rather quickly, and especially when I start getting kills with not only my weapons, but also when I get some ability kills, because remember, you're going to get some increased recharge rate. And yes, come at me. I am running double auto rifles because I love, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, besides Tiger Spite, I love my Ringing Nail from the Black Armory DLC. I've got that with Rampage and also Dragonfly, and I run anti-barrier rounds. So when we get into the build, you're going to see that we want to run anti-barrier rounds, because anti-barrier rounds, which are considered shield-piercing rounds, and here I am just sitting in my sunspot, throwing lots and lots of hammers, because you throw hammers quicker and your super will last longer. But with those shield-piercing rounds, yeah, we're going to get our abilities back rather quickly, and also when we get into the build, in terms of all the different mods, and yes, we will be using some seasonal artifact mods, you will get your abilities back even faster. So looking at the build in terms of the mods we're going to use, well, first off, let's talk about the exotic again. We're going to use the Phoenix Cradle. Beacons of Empowerment Sun Warrior will last twice as long. Normally, it's only 5 seconds. This will bump it up to 10 seconds. Kind of wish it was a little bit longer, like maybe 15 seconds with this exotic. I don't know. Maybe they'll buff it at some point. But allies who pass through your sunspots, they're granted Sun Warrior. So they're going to get the same buff that you're going to get. Now, when it comes to a class item, things start to get a little interesting here. So I've enhanced Bomber and enhanced Ashes to Assets. If you don't have the enhanced versions, you could use the regular. Now, these are solar mods. You need a solar class item. So for Bomber, even faster grenade cooldown when using your class ability. So in some of the clips, you might see me pop my Rally Barricade or Towering Barricade out of nowhere just because I want grenade energy. Next up, we've got Ashes to Assets, but the enhanced version. So gain even more super energy on grenade kills. That's why I'm trying to get as many grenades as possible, trying to get as many kills as possible by throwing those grenades down, having ads walk into them, burn, they die, I get more super energy. Now for my chest piece, I've got a fully masterworked chest piece. And no, I did not masterwork it, it came from the dungeon. So I go with Breach Refractor, grants grenade energy on final blows with shield-piercing weapons. Hence why you want to use either submachine guns, hand cannons, or auto rifles that have anti-barrier rounds. Then I go with Ballistic Combo, grants melee energy on final blows with shield-piercing weapons. So the goal with this right here is, well, with these two right here, I'll get melee energy and also grenade energy with kills with those weapons. And I'll be running double either auto rifles, or I'll run an auto rifle and a submachine gun, or maybe a hand cannon and an auto rifle, or a hand cannon and a submachine gun. And also FYI, I have the enhanced Relay Defender, where you gain powerful increase to weapon damage while standing within 5 meters of an active Vex relay. A word around the campfire is for the final boss fight, if everyone's staring near the Vex relay, you could do some insane damage to the boss. I don't know, we haven't tried it yet, and it does stack, so you could put it on a number of items. On my gloves, I simply have the good old reloaders from the seasonal artifact, the enhanced auto rifle reloader and enhanced hand cannon reloader, and I actually have a pulse rifle loader, but not the enhanced version. And on my, well, actually, I have minor resist on here. I have no idea why I have that on there. I probably should swap that out for either discipline or strength. And then on my helmet, I've got strength, and I have a strength mod, and I have machine gun ammo finder. I'm still trying to get machine gun scavenger, but I can't get anyone to give me it, or I can't get it to drop. I spammed Banshee with a couple of thousand gunsmith materials, and he did give me some mods, but not the machine gun scavenger mod. One day I'll get lucky. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of this build, and have you been playing at all on the bottom tree Sunbreaker? Give it a try. It is a lot of fun, and that's what I'm loving about Shadowkeep and Season of the Undying and Armor 2.0 is really mixing it up and getting out of my comfort zone and trying out different things. And makes me excited for the future and what the next season is going to be like, what the next seasonal artifact is going to be like, and how we'll craft our guardians from there. All right, guys, let me know if you found this helpful. Leave me a good old hashtag made it to the end. If you did make it to the end, if you'd like to further support this channel and become a channel member, click the link in the description or annotate it on screen. We've got an awesome Mesa Army community that we have over on Discord, and we have a Mesa Army clan as just a bonus. If you need a clan, we've got a Mesa Army clan for you. All right, guys, drop a like in this video only if you see fit. Follow me on Twitter at MesaSean. Check out my stream, you usually know it's on YouTube, and that's it. I'm out of here like Vladimir.